Is part one of making Pirate Clark's arm from the backrooms. So I already got the baling wire line out, so we can build the hand first. So we're gonna take some baling wire that's already been laid out and take some tin foil. I knocked over my glue gun, and wrap the tin foil around the baling wire. And then wrap the tin foil in masking tape. So I got my glue gun on. I'm gonna put it on low heat, and I'm gonna start. So now I've got all the fingers glued together. I'm gonna wait for this part of the glue to dry. So I got the glue gun. So now I'm gonna get to wrapping it in tin foil. So now the hand is now masked, so is now covered in tinfoil. My bad, not masked. Still covered in tinfoil. So now it's time to use the masking tape, and then from there, so we have the hand made. So with the masking tape, it should add like a skin-like texture. I don't know how that works. I think it's gonna be more better for painting. And then after I put the masking tape on, I'm going to use the hot glue gun to make some veins or just some extra details I'll add on. Alright, time to time lapse. Peace. So now it is completely masked. I have to say that looks pretty dang good. And here's a little comparison on to the size. This is a 9th generation iPad. Let me just compare that for size. It's the same size and maybe a little bit bigger than the freaking iPad. So from here, let's see. From here, I'm going to open up a picture and see what else I can add on before I am going to spray paint it white or black. I think I'm gonna do white because that is a primer. So I'm gonna spray paint it white, and then from there I'm going to paint it. So I'm gonna figure out whether or not I'm going to use white or black, but in the meantime I'm gonna see what's on his left hand, because if you couldn't tell, this is Pirate Clark's left hand, because that's what's going to be going through our window, and I'll disclose in a later video or later while I'm doing this. So peace. So I couldn't find any clear shot of his left hand, so what we're going to be doing is just making a flip version of his right hand. So on his right hand, you guys can't see that, but he's got about 4 rings on these three fingers and 1 on his thumb. So I'm gonna use some hot glue to make that. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna Alright, so I can't tell whether or not I should, because I don't think that I was thinking about 3D printing some rings to fit on there, but these fingers are real thin, so I think I'm just gonna make some out of tinfoil. So I'll do that. Continue this video. So here we go. So take some tinfoil, make about a strip, big strip. The rings were kind of a spontaneous idea, like as I was making this. Just like literally this exact portion of the video. I just decided right there and then that we're just gonna make a flipped version. So now here's the strip. That's gonna be the first ring. I'm gonna wrap that in tape. Couldn't hear people. If you're deaf and you didn't hear people in the background during the time lapses, I don't live alone. So, and I'm not technically not old enough to live alone. So, what are you doing, Rocky? Rocky's my dog. If you heard the time lapse, I guess, because I don't know if the time lapse caught it or not. But whenever we yell thank you, he thinks it's the Amazon driver. So he gets up and he goes woo 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 woo. He flips out. It's funny, but it's funny, but yeah. He's just being a little protective. Good dog. Huh, Rocky? Huh? See you sitting over there, facing the wall. Almost done with the ring. All right, so there's basically the band. I think I'm gonna cut it up. So let's make the first 3 rings. So let's wrap this around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that up. Let me go get an X-Acto knife. Well, not an X-Acto, box cutter. Let me check the desk. There we go. I'm gonna grab a pencil. Hey, Wayne, got a new complaint. Goodbye. Hey, I have a new complaint. It's alright. Oh, that's stupid. The dang X-Acto knife near my face. They're stupid. Ocean. Oh, thought I might say something weird. So I'm gonna be lazy and just make one ring, and I'm gonna put that one in the middle finger. Because, you know, so I used some hot glue to make the gemstone. Now it's time to add some veins. I'm gonna use my hand for a little bit of reference. So make the knuckles. Oh, this hand's better. Oh, ow. This hand's better. So make some lines. So make some knuckles. So take some glue and just add a little dimple glue on each knuckle. Probably should turn the heat down. Jeez, it's hot. It's really liquidy. Very liquefied. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on low. Let's put knuckles halfway. God, stupid fly. So it's got some knuckles now. Now let's add some basically some muscle lines, I guess. All right, so now that we have that, the hand is basically finished. For structure-wise and shape-wise, it's now time to mask. Oh my god. Ugh. It's now time to spray paint. So I'm going to use white primer that I have, and well, that I borrowed. But yeah, I'm going to spray paint it white, and then I'm going to use some acrylic paints. Let me just show you. Basically, see if it's got the ring and everything. Knuckles. Glue's pretty hot. Probably should wait for. I am going to wait for that to dry. I'm going to cut some of that stringy residue left behind. I'm going to use this as a hook. Let me just make that look quick. Using a Clean Freak bottle to. I'm not going to say which company because I don't want to get copyright striked. I don't think they would anyways because I'm not that big of a creator. Yeah, so let me just add the hook. So yep, there you go. And I'll hold it. It'll probably hang it up like that and spray paint it. All right, I'll get back to you when I'm doing that. So I'm using a homemade body cam. So it's my phone taped to my chest using masking tape. Hopefully it sticks. It sticked earlier. So all right. So Rust-Oleum works best. My favorite brand. Oh. And you're coming off. Come on, man. Stick. So now it's dried. So now it's about time to paint. All right, so now it is completely painted, and that's the finished product. Looks pretty good. I'm very happy with how it turned out.